What do you want me to talk about?
There's Fergie Jenkins with us. Hey, Ferg.
Hey, I'm doing great. How's everything?
Very good. Fergie Jenkins, Baseball Hall of Famer, going to jump on with us here in the top of the 8th. Ballpark named after you, seeing some IBL baseball. What are you seeing from your side of things?
Well, I think they got a great facility to play in, and I think the team has really done well. Biggest thing is they scored runs and a couple of home runs, which is outstanding for a home team. I mean, they're making the crowd excited. I was excited to see a couple of balls hit.
Well, you've been here the whole night. You've been sitting in the crowd right amongst the fans. What has that energy been like? Because we're up here, a little different down there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, the people are really enjoying the game. And that's what it's all about. I mean, you got the first home game, and you're ahead, run scored. I think that's very important.
What can you tell us about Ed Myers here to my left?
Ed, pretty good right-handed pitcher when he was younger.
Not so much now, right?
No, but the biggest thing is I think when he signed, he went to Spartanburg, and I think that's where you hurt your arm in Spartanburg, right?
It was,
and it's really too bad because I was looking forward to, especially in the Philly organization, to see some Canadians really play well, and unfortunately, it didn't happen.
2-2 the count here to Stephen Whalen. Callum Morin is in the game to the 8th inning. And there's a strikeout, his first of the night. Seth Strong has poked one out here over that field house out in right field. That right field is
when I seen the ball go up, I said, as a pitcher, you can tell the sound of the bat. The ball's hit pretty hard. And when it went up, I said, that ball's gone. Same with the home run to center field.
Yes.
I seen the ball go up. I said, whoa, I don't think the park's going to hold that one.
Well, we've been talking about the park. We've never seen this level of baseball here. How do you feel it's going to play? Is it going to be a hitter's park?
I think it will be. I think the guys will settle into hitting the ball really well. Plus, the balls are alive now. It's not the dead ball league, as they call it. But the balls are hit pretty hard today. I think that right from the start of the game, guys are hitting the ball. And I think that's what the fans enjoy. And the ball players, they want to see that result when they get base hits.
1-1 count to Jaden Kemp. So they're on the road tomorrow to Toronto. Tuesday, they're back home, which is the Fergie Jenkins bobblehead night. How many bobbleheads have you had? Do you know?
This will be the 12th.
The 12th?
12th bobblehead. Wow. There's 11, a couple in the minor leagues, Arkansas, Chattanooga, and also Miami. And the rest are Texas and the Cubs. I think Boston never had a bobblehead of me.
There you go.
The only other team. Phillies had one. Yeah.
Are you going to be wearing a Barnstormers jersey in this bobblehead? Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
First 300 fans on Tuesday night.
They get a bobblehead. Well, that's good. I mean, they make these. It's a company out of New York, but I mean, there's probably different companies all over.
Yeah.
But to have a bobblehead made of it, it's a pretty proud thing to celebrate.
Fergie, I was talking to these guys about your signing in 1962. I was here, and this park tried to bring back some big memories of Tony Lucadello, and I think Casey Lopata was here that
day. We had a couple of workouts here before I signed.
Yeah. And you signed in 1962, and you threw off that mound. Yeah,
I mean, it was, as a kid, I'm 17, 18 years old and learned how to basically pitch. I didn't start to pitch until I was 16 with Gene, and he changed my idea about so many different things. I thought I was going to be an NHL hockey player first, and I really love basketball. But then he said, "You're not a first baseman. If you want to get to the big leagues, the position you should play would probably be a pitcher." And he was right before I was.
Well, Callum Morin is on the mound. He was a goalie. He's playing the junior C, and he's going to walk one here. Actually, you're going to hit him, so that'll.
So many times someone else that you coach or someone else you participate with, they see a little different aspect for your ability. And in my case, Gene said that right away you could probably be a better pitcher than you were a first baseman. So I look back, he had the right idea, and the choice was right.
Ends up in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Not a big deal. I think he was onto something there. Although, Fergie, I know you were on the ice in Chicago for a Blackhawks game, and You scored from the center ice, right?
I've done it twice now.
Twice.
I've done it twice in Chicago. Shot the puck and went right in the hole. But I mean, that's nice, just to know that. When you shoot a puck, you can hit it straight.
That's what Ed says he does in the golf course.
Not too often.
Callan Moore in the pickoff attempt. Kemp gets back in. One out here in the top of the 8th.
We've been referring to Gene. Gene Jadura was an area scout, played pro ball in the Cubs organization, and he was a history teacher at CCI and discovered Fergie and developed him as a pitcher. And I used to throw with Fergie at the old CCI gym, if you can recall that, Ferg.
Right, and Doug Melvin also, and then Billy Atkinson. Mm-hmm. I think quite a few of us worked out with Gene. Gene was a smart individual, but he knew baseball. He knew sports because he was a football coach, CCI too. So, but the nice thing about it is he loved the game, and he wanted you to understand what the game was all about. And I look back at Gene was he was my mentor. Even though my dad was one of the first individuals to tell me that, hey, baseball can open out a lot of doors for you. And Gene worked on that.
We're talking with Chatham's own Fergie Jenkins in Baseball Hall of Fame. And the inaugural game of the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers are up 5-2 in the top of the 8th, 1 out, 1 on. Fergie, when did you talk to Dom Donnell for the first time? When did he talk to you about bringing an IBL team to Chatham?
We were here. They had a meeting, and Billy Jackson and I think it wasn't at the Holiday Inn. I'm not sure where it was at. But we sat down and talked about bringing a baseball team here. And I kind of told him, I said, if you're going to do it, you've got to research it. And it took 6-7 months to put it together. And plus, they really did a fabulous job with the diamond.
Yeah,
that's the first thing, the facility. Bringing a team, going to bring a good facility where these guys can play, and then look to put a team that on the field that's going to respect and support the city.
Drops the hook in there to push the count full. 3-2, 1 out. Callan Moore in the kick in the deal, and that not going to get the call. That's ball high, so now we got 2 on.
Let's get you a book.
Paul Allen's number.
Fergie Jenkins in the booth with us here. Fergie, how long are you home for?
I'm going to be here through Tuesday. I came here just for the 4 days.
Yep.
I thought they might have another game, but the other game's in Toronto. I'm not going to travel all that way to go to Toronto. But it's nice to come back to see the home opener.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of good young kids from the Chatham area in London. And I think that's important to some of the fans that are here. They know the players, and that's important.
They do.
They'll come out and see them play because of the fact that they're homegrown.
Well, Spencer Marcus hit the home run to center field. He's the first ever signed player by this team, and he crushed that. A local teacher as well. And an RBI here on this one. 1-1 the counts, 2 on. And Cale Murray came around to score his last time up, back in the 7th inning. Allowed 2 runs, and now they're looking for more. 1 runner in scoring position here. And Murray in the left-hander's box. Callan Morin, the lefty pitcher. And he gets him on the outside. It's 1-2. Fergie, I'm assuming you'll be streaming these games from home?
I'm going to probably stay in touch. My daughters will probably come out here to the games. But the nice thing about it is, when you got a homegrown team, it's good to follow.
Yeah. And I know fans have been clamoring for it. And you can see they were here. The gates open at 5 o'clock. That one's going to get away from catcher, and they'll advance 1 base, and now they're both into scoring position here. Campbell couldn't get in front of that. Callan Morin's got some trouble now.
Takes away the double play threat, too, with the first base open.
Did you meet the team? Did you meet any of the players?
Yeah, I talked to them earlier. I came up before the opening ceremony and talked to a couple of the young men. Plus, I looked at the roster. You got four individuals from Chatham.
Yeah.
A couple from London. I mean, a lot of these good Canadian kids, they can play the game. So it's always nice to know that you've got some homegrown individuals. People will start following them.
Well, on Bobblehead night, they're playing your former team, the London Majors.
Yeah, you're right. I
played
played with them
them.
in '84. Yeah.
Was that your first year retired, Fergie? 84?
Yeah, in '84 when I can't think of the individual who was a manager that talked to me about coming down there. I said I didn't want to play. And then I said, if you wanted me to pitch, if I pitched on the weekend, you have to donate money to cancer research. My mother died of cancer.
Yeah.
So it was a thing, if I pitched on a Saturday or Sunday, it would be a 40-60 split. And all I want them to pay, just give me gas money for coming down. That's all I did.
Yep.
I drove from Blenheim. But cancer research probably made some money that particular summer. I think I pitched like 7 or 8 ball games.
Yeah, I can
for
imagine.
the London Majors.
Did you pitch when Bill Lee was in London?
No, I didn't.
He would have been an interesting guy to play ball.
Oh, he was. I played with him in Boston.
Oh, did you?
He was a little different.
Man,
The Spaceman.
Spaceman Lee.
Yeah, a little different.
He's got Luke Murray 0-2 now. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but Catalan Murray's got runners on second and third. Murray did come through with an RBI last time up. Came around to third, didn't score. It's 5-2 Barnstormers. Top 8. Catalan Murray kicks and deals. Inside, trying to get a chase ball there.
You're talking about London, Fergie, that they seem to have tapped a lot of ex-Major League pitchers. Kilkenny. I'm trying to think of who else came out of Detroit to pitch with them for a year or two.
Geez, I'm trying to think. The pitcher had all the problems. They won 31 games.
Danny McLean.
Name McLean.
All right.
He pitched for him briefly. You know, because London is close, and Arneedy was the owner of the team,
Yeah.
and he wanted to bring in major league players.
Yeah.
But he's the one that got a hold of me and asked me if I still wanted to pitch. And I had to make a decision, which I did. And I came down to play. I enjoyed myself there in London. It's only an hour away drive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it worked out really well.
Yeah. Trying to think of the other guy who was Kirk Gibson's brother-in-law. Pitched for him. I can't
Yeah,
think of
you're
his
right.
name.
Yeah.
Foul off there by Murray. Count stays 1-2.
Baseball is a sport that once you get the itch to play, you want to play until they rip the uniform off you.
Yeah.
And I was 40 at the time, and I said, when Cleveland phoned and Pittsburgh phoned, I said, I don't want to play anymore in big leagues. I said, I'm going to be home with the kids and relax, which I enjoyed being home.
Oh, it was time.
Yeah.
Campbell
You were
gets
at how
across
many
in front of
years? 20, 21 years?
21 years I put that uniform on. Yeah, it was fun.
2-2 the count. Murray with the runner on second and third. Fergie Jenkins in the booth with us here on the inaugural night for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. They're up 5-2. Or in. He's going to hit Murray, and that'll load the bases.
That's not good. I smile, but that's not good hitting somebody when you're ahead in the count.
You've been there, eh, Bert?
Oh, I don't think I ever hit anybody ahead in the count like that, but especially you're hitting the count and hitting the score, and you're just getting yourself in more trouble by loading the bases. But, 2-2 count, you got to make the hitter do part of the work.
Has the game changed so much that you can't offer anything to these players, or can you still talk to them? And obviously you're in the Hall of Fame. You've got the background.
Biggest thing when the score was 4-0 and you started walking people, that's the time you got to challenge the hitter. Make your defense work. Mm-hmm. That's the number one thing you're taught. If you're ahead, there's no defense for a walk.
It's true.
Do not give up walks. So, and hitting a batter right now, that just gets yourself in trouble.
Got 8 players out there to help you, right?
That's what it's all about, defense.
Well, bases are loaded with 2 walk and a hit batsman, and Morin now's got the bases loaded, trying to get out of a jam with 2 outs. And it's the top of the order, Jet Jarvis. Got a single his last at bat. Got around to second. Crowd getting restless here. Want to know the count. Kemble leans outside. Jarvis wanted time, but he's going to not get it. Sillett's going to try to race him to the bag, and Sillett hustles and touches first. Good work by Trent Sillett to get him out of a jam. 5-2 Barnstormers. Fergie, we'll appreciate your time.
Pleasure.
Maybe Tuesday when you're back, maybe we can scoop you again. But
For sure.
Fergie Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen, here at Fergie Jenkins Field. How awesome is it to say that?
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you very much.
You're
Fergie
welcome.
Jenkins, 5-2 Barnstormers. You're watching Barnstormer Baseball, presented by Kent Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.